You know, guys, I don't BS you. I talk about losers more than I do about winners because I want total transparency when you and I get together here on these video reports. How I've always maintained from the days when I had my nationwide radio show, The Friday Night Quarterback, that nobody wins every single day in this business. And those that do, that claim to, they're liars, they're cheats, they're frauds, they're charlatans. Because the key to this business is trying to turn a profit over the long haul, to consistently earn money over the long haul. That's the key. Because listen, we all do this because of the vicarious thrill it provides. I mean, is there anything better? Remember, this is a PG-rated show, guys. Just keep your mind out of the gutter, okay? But again, we do this because of the thrill it provides. We win some, we lose some, but over the long haul, we want to turn a profit. And there are some guys here at the site that are on phenomenal winning runs. Look at Trace Adams. He's won 28 of the past 40 days and 10 of the last 11. Brad Wilton has won 39 of the past 59 days and 7 of the past 9. These guys have made you tens of thousands of dollars during these 2-month runs. You got Anthony Redd, who has won 35 of the past 54 days and 14 of the past 20. You've got guys on shorter winning streaks, Scott Delaney and Gabriel DuPont, who are a combined 5-1 with their major wager releases over the past week, of which they've won 6 out of 7 days. You've got guys that are in particular sports doing outstanding. Steve Buden's Cali Cartel, #1 in football last year, college and pro. Despite losing last night, still 10-4-1 with their plays over the past 5 weeks. Craig Davis, the former president of fantasyfootball.com, who always excels in the NFL. That's his bread and butter sport. But football, period. Today, he's got another NFL 109 max wager release going for #7 out of 8. So these guys have made you big money over the long haul, and it's a pleasant situation for me when I have a handful of guys I can pick from to discount their major wager releases as they continue to press the action because they're playing with somebody else's money. And I continue to prove to you that you don't have to spend big money to make big money, because that's why I keep giving you these guys plays, their major wager releases at over half price off. Now, this isn't like the old days and this industry that gave it such a black eye, the boiler room operations where these guys with these thick New York accents would call you up because they hit, 2 days in a row, and now they want to rob you for $5,000 for the pick. And if you don't think that doesn't happen and still doesn't happen, you are sorely mistaken. No, you're getting the major wager plays of the hottest handicappers, again, for most of the time, well over half price off. That's the bottom line. And it's going to be so again today. Now, the one interesting thing here, however, is that you will notice that you did not hear my name mentioned at all when we were talking about the hottest handicappers here at the site. And there's a damn good reason for that, because I am the polar opposite of these guys right now. There is cold, and then there's like sub-freezing temperatures, and that's where I am. And what's particularly frustrating for me is, well, let me put it this way. Who had a worse day yesterday? Ohio State's Urban Meyer, Oklahoma State's Mike Gundy, or yours truly? I vote for me. I go into yesterday, right, having won the past 2 months in college football on Saturday, 6 out of 8. Top-rated 15-dime best bets. They're my normal top-rated plays. And I've been on a roll in college football. So I decided yesterday, the 4th ever 20-dime release of my career in college football, to come out with it. I've had 8 plays the past 2 Saturdays. 8 plays. I've won 7 of those 8 plays. Now, 6 of them were free picks. Last Saturday, and I'm talking about 2 Saturdays ago, my best bet was Marshall, 52-0 over Florida International. I gave you Arkansas State, a 59-21 winner, as a free play. I gave you Southern Miss, a 65-10 winner, as a free play. I gave you California as a 54-24 winner, as a free play. That was 2 Saturdays ago. Last night, I gave you free winners on San Jose State. How easy was that? San Jose State, 42-23 at Hawaii. I gave you San Diego State 52-14 over UNLV. I gave you Washington State 27-3 over Oregon State. 3 more easy covers. Problem is, my 4th ever 20-dime release, I went against my Baylor Bears, a team that you know I take just about every single week. I went against them yesterday in Stillwater, where, you know, they hadn't won since 1939. And they won the damn game outright. 7-1. 7-1 the past 2 Saturdays. 7 double-digit blowout winners. 7 double-digit easy covers. And the 4th ever 20-dime play of my career is Oklahoma State, and they lose outright at home for the first time since 1939 in that series. Not the first time I've lost a big play. Not going to be the last time I lose a big play because, listen, I go into this with the solid expectation that you should share it as well, that you're going to lose some days. Unfortunately, you don't want to really lose the big plays like that. Trust me on this. So we continue. We move forward because what else am I going to do personally? Here at the site, again, there are so many guys that are red hot. Trace Adams, again, going for winning day number 29 out of 41. $1 bettors have won 26 grand the past 40 days. He's going for winning day number 11 out of 12. Over the past 11 days, those same $1 bettors, they've won $17,700. Third ever 2,500 star NFL play in his 13 years in the business goes today. Now, keep in mind, he went 4-0 with 2,000 star double your wager releases this week, all of which you got at discount, including the Chiefs over Denver last Sunday, and who was the other one? Texans outright over undefeated Cincinnati on Monday night. This play is bigger. It matches his biggest college play of the year yesterday, a 2,500 star play on Pittsburgh over Louisville, which you got for half price today. Third ever 2,500 star NFL play of his career in 13 years here at the site. It's his dog of the year. It goes at 1 o'clock Eastern time. You get it for half price again, simply by using coupon code HALF, HALF. Brad Wilton, $10 bettors have won $35,730 the past 136 days. We're talking about a 4-month run here, right, guys? I mean, 4.5 months almost. They've won $24,110 over the past 58 days. 2 months, 4 months, 1 week, doesn't matter. He's making you tons of money. Going for winning day number 40 out of 60 and 8 out of 10 today with his raise the bar 150 dime winner number 11 out of 13. 3 TD blowout of the year. It goes at 1 o'clock Eastern time. It is not the same game that, what's his name, Adams is using, Trace is using. Just as strong as his 150-dime winner yesterday with Oregon by 20 over USC. Bigger than his 100-dime winners on the Jaguars on Thursday in South Florida, who I think just scored again against Cincinnati on Friday night. Twice as big as his 75-dime winner on the Texans on Monday night. Use coupon code 150DIMES, that's 150DIMES, and you will save $70. From the hottest handicapper here at the site, a guy who was on a 40-13 roll with his 100-dime major wager plays or higher, 40 out of 53, and he has another one going today. One other promo and props going out to this guy, Gabriel DuPont yesterday, first ever 150-dime college football release of his career. You got it at a discount. Georgia State beating up South Alabama 24-10. They were a 3.5-point chalk in that game. You got it for $39. Today, save $70 once more. Second ever NFL 150-dime play since he joined the site February of 2014. His first one was last January. It was Dallas getting the cover against Green Bay. Today, he goes for winning day number 7 out of 8. You get it at a $70 savings by using coupon code GABE150. GABE150, G-A-B-E 150. All your other promos, etc., are available over on the homepage. You can check them out for yourself. Let me get to you 2 complimentary plays. First of all, oh boy, Minnesota and Green Bay. Man, I went back and forth on this game. And you know how hot I've been with the complimentary plays. Again, 5-0 the past, 3 days alone, right? And a long-term run that's been phenomenal. I should have been betting the damn free plays exclusively, come to think of it. It's amazing how good I've been with the free plays and how lousy I've been with my own personal best bets. I mean, seriously, you've noticed that, haven't you? I mean, my free plays, I'm just looking here at my own website, 144 and 107 the past 132 days. 144 and 107 with the plays I'm giving you for free. 5-0 the past 3 days. And I can't hit the big play for myself. Anyway, I look at this Green Bay, Minnesota game, and, logic dictates that the Packers are not going to lose 4 games in a row. Of course, logic dictated that they weren't going to lose for the first time in 137 years last week at home to the Detroit Lions, right? So much for logic. Throw it out the window. Fact is, the Vikings are playing great ball. They've won 5 in a row straight up. They've won 7 out of 8, covering all 8 of those games. They only lost a 3-pointer at Denver, right? Adrian Peterson, 3 straight games over 100. Last week, what did he have? 203 yards rushing, and the Vikings road win against Oakland. The Vikings actually, here's the deal. The Vikings are the only team in the NFL this season to hold every single foe to under 24 points. And you have a Packers offense that is struggling. How messed up is Aaron Rodgers' shoulder? I don't know. He sure didn't look good last week. He's not getting much offensive line support. Teams have been blitzing him more frequently. You know Minnesota's going to come after him today. The ground support, Eddie Lacy looks fat and slow, and James Starks, well, if you're putting all your money on him to rejuvenate your ground game, how did that work last week for you against the Lions, right? It just doesn't seem this team is clicking right now. And when you look at it defensively, the Packers are struggling as well. First 5 games this season, they gave up 16 points a game and 316 yards a game, okay? The last 4 games, they've given up 26 points a game, 441 yards a game. That's a huge difference here. Yes, they have lost 3 straight games. And you can say, okay, they went to undefeated Denver. I can understand that. They went to undefeated Carolina. You can understand that. But how the hell do you lose to the Lions at home? And now we're expecting you to turn around and beat the Vikings? Listen, I think this is a 2 or 3 point game one way or another. But I got to take the Vikings here. Again, their defense has been outstanding. And the defense also gets the benefit of Adrian Peterson just turning back the clock once more. Doesn't look like he took a year off, does it? Leads the NFL in rushing. The slow drives that the Vikings put up consume so much time on the clock, keeps opponents' offenses off the field. 263 yards rushing, again, at Oakland last week with Peterson with 203. I don't know if Teddy Bridgewater is just a game manager, a serviceable backup quarterback, or a future star, because he doesn't have to do much in this offense. But the way they are playing, I got to go with Minnesota. And keep in mind also, Green Bay, not exactly proficient when it comes to stopping the run. They're giving up 116 yards a game, 24th ranked run defense in the league. And Adrian Peterson, in 14 regular season career meetings with the Vikings, or with the Packers, has averaged 5.5 yards a carry and run for a little over 1,650 yards in those 14 games. So I'll go with the Vikings in a virtual pick'em situation at home. The other game, I'm going to go with the Chicago Bears. Now, listen, I know that, the wins haven't exactly been against top-notch competition, but I'll tell you what, they are playing well here. Jay Cutler is having one of his best seasons, if not the best and most consistent, turnover-free. Well, in Jay Cutler terms, when you only turn over the ball one time a game, that's turnover-free. You know what I mean. He's had a nice stretch here. He's had a very good season. But what I really like is the emergence of Jeremy Langford here. Please, Matt Forte, stay out. Do not return today. And the 2 games that Langford has started, 182 total yards last week, 384 all-purpose yards, because suddenly Jay Cutler's going, hey, I don't have to throw the ball downfield. I can just give it to Jeremy Langford, and he might pick up 100 yards in a game like he did last week. The ironies here, of course, John Fox going up against his former employer, the Broncos, the offensive coordinator for Chicago, the former guy at Denver. Peyton Manning's not playing. We know that. Has Brock Osweiler done anything to garner your confidence in preseason play and mop-up duty in his first 3 years in this league? I don't see it. The Broncos can't run the ball. The defense, DeMarcus Ware is going to be out once again. You've got one of your top 2 pass rushers still on the sideline because of a back injury, okay? The defense has not risen to the occasion here really since they beat the Packers at home. I'm going to go with Chicago to pull the upset in this one. Most places I see the Bears getting 1 point. I like Chicago. And, again, I like Minnesota. 2 tough games that could go either way. Field goal games one way or another, I think. But I like the Vikings and the Bears as your 2 complimentary plays. That'll do it, guys. Best of luck to you all, and I'll catch you again tomorrow when we do this one more time.